consciousness, when I say the ultimate seer is consciousness, immediately what we think is, yeah, I get it. I am conscious right now. I am aware. Right now we feel consciousness within ourselves. Is that the witness self? Is that Atman? Is that Brahman? Is that the ultimate reality which Vedanta speaks about, which we all feel right now? Vedanta says, actually not so. The consciousness that we feel right now is a reflection of the witness consciousness, pure consciousness. What we have right now is this reflected consciousness, the shadow or reflection of consciousness. It's a bit like this. At night, we don't see the sun, but in one sense we do, because it's the sunlight reflected from the moon which illumines the world. When you see the world shining in moonlight, the sun shines on the moon and the moon reflects that sunlight to earth, and with that reflected light we see the world at night. This is exactly what is happening. Pure consciousness, just like the sun at night, it's not visible, but its effects are visible. Because of that pure consciousness, the Atman, our minds are lit up. Just like the moon is lit up, not by its own light. It's by the light of the unseen sun that the moon is lit up. And by that moonlight, we experience the world. In the same way, it is by the light of the Atman, of pure consciousness, the witness. I use these words synonymously. The witness, Sakshi, Atman, self, Brahman. Exactly like that, mind has the capacity to reflect consciousness and then use that consciousness for all our conscious experiences. Pure consciousness is reflected in the mind and it becomes identified with the mind feels conscious, mind feels lit up. Just like the moon at night, the moon is lit up. It's a borrowed light. In the same way, the mind is strictly not conscious. It's an object of consciousness, but it feels conscious because of the reflection of consciousness in it. Because of that, the mind is lit up. Sakshi, the witness consciousness, and Chidabhasa, the reflected consciousness. Chit and Chidabhasa, pure consciousness and reflected consciousness. Right now, you ask yourself, am I aware? And the answer will come from inside. Yes, I'm aware. That awareness is what is called reflected consciousness or reflected awareness. We are really the witness consciousness, but we see ourselves as the awareness we feel in the mind. The reflected consciousness and the ego, they become identified. Reflected consciousness and the ego seem to be one and the same. They become completely identified. We have ego connected to three things. One is consciousness, pure consciousness itself, the real you. The other one is the reflected consciousness in the mind. The ego always shines in the reflected consciousness. The moment you think I, it's an I shining in awareness. So the second thing with which the ego is connected is this reflected consciousness. And third is the body. So the ego is connected with three things: reflected consciousness, body, and pure consciousness. The connection between the I, ego, and reflected consciousness is natural. It's like a mirror and your reflected face. Imagine your face, this face is the original consciousness. The mirror is the ego. If you have a mirror in front of your face, there is a reflected face. And this reflected face and the mirror, what kind of relation do they have? They have a natural relation. Moment there is a mirror, there'll naturally be a reflection. Your face will be reflected in the mirror. This mirror example is very good. When you hold a mirror in front of yourself, what you see is the mirror reflected face. The original face is not seen. Correct? The mind functions in that way. The ego functions in that way. It reflects consciousness. So the awareness that we feel right now is like the reflected face. We do not see ourselves as the original consciousness. We are really the witness consciousness, but we see ourselves as the awareness we feel in the mind.